everyone, this is Jill with Om Shanti Healing and Yoga. Today we're going to work on High Cat to Plank. High Cat to Plank is my personal version on coming from a downward dog into the top of a push-up. Now this video is linked to my December Om Shanti Wellness newsletter, so you can find the whole newsletter with the video included on my Om Shanti Healing Facebook page if you're not already subscribed. Now if you wanted to subscribe to receive this one, the December newsletter, and all the other ones coming up throughout the next year, you can go on my website and subscribe there at omshantihealing.com. So to begin the video, I want to start with some versions of plank that I see in class that can really cause some damage and wreak havoc on the shoulder girdle and the lower spine. So we'll start with a few of those, and then I'll show you my version of High Cat to Plank, and we'll run through it a few times, okay? All right, so to begin, some versions of plank that I see in class with new students or uneducated students on how to hold the top of a push-up without completely fatiguing the arms and the shoulders in a matter of seconds. Also creating some over-lengthening of the core without intention and some cranking of the lower back. As well as, don't forget, the neck alignment, which sometimes is just completely off as far as the rest of what their body's doing. So let's begin with the top of a push-up and a plank that I see sometimes with new students. And I make sure to always correct this right off the bat, okay? So if you have weak shoulders or you're not used to pushing down onto the floor like this, a lot of times I see a sinking of the chest. The head protrudes forward, the neck is cranking, and we're not really paying attention to what we're straining in the neck. And a lot of work is being done here in the chest and the shoulders, okay? Another version of it is I see sinking hips or a low back, sagging hips. See, we come back in, we drop. So we're right here. And the extreme opposite of that would be booty up too high. And this makes it, what they think, an easier pose. Okay? So let's come into a downward dog next, and we'll work from downward dog and come forward and come right into a plank. Now as far as muscle groups, contraction and lengthening of the body, I'm not going to get into that too much in the video. Read the newsletter. I give a very detailed description of what muscles are working in contraction, what muscles are lengthening, antagonist to the anterior muscles that are contracting mostly in the body. So you'll get a very clear idea of what's going on in the body if you read through that December newsletter on my Om Shanti Healing Facebook page. Okay, so let's work back into a plank. We'll shift back to downward dog. Now ideally when you transfer back and forth, when you shift from down dog to plank, we want to have a good alignment in the body where we can come forward and then back into down dog without moving the hands or feet. We want to be able to shift this way and come back without having to shimmy around at all, okay? So a good indication of where your down dog should be is you want to come into your plank and then press back, and that's about where you need to be, okay? So let's move into High Cat to Plank. First step, and this is all in my newsletter, step by step on how to do it. Lift up onto the balls of the feet. We lift those heels nice and high. We lengthen out the arches. Begin to tuck your tailbone, so there's a posterior tilt to the pelvis. The lower abdominals in front contract and pull back in between those hip bones. Okay? Then from there we start to round with intention, high cat back as we come forward over the wrists. So as we pull that core up against our spine and we lock in through our side body, that really contracts the core deeply and really makes this pose a heck of a lot more solid for you. So my lower body is set. My core is engaged, my heels are pressing out, right? And I'm stable through the lower body. Upper body, we want to press into the heels of the hands, lift up and out of those shoulders. So we don't want to be here, we want to be here. Think about lifting your spine up, spreading those shoulder blades apart, and breathing into the pose. Keep your neck neutral as you look down at the ground and hold it. Good. Then we press back, find our downward dog. I'll show you one more time. Lift up onto the balls of the feet. We tuck. Deep tuck. Feel that lower abs. Those lower abs pull in towards you. Then we round. High cat. Even coming up onto those tippy toes if you want. High roundy back. Coming forward. And we plant. Solid. Press into the hands. Lift and open that back. And hold it. Neck neutral. Breathe into it. Good. That's my version of transitioning from down dog to plank. Pretty simple, pretty basic. Whole lot of good stuff going on in the body there for you. Whole lot of awareness. Once you plant it, you breathe into the pose. See if you can hold it for 10 breaths. Maybe 8. See how far you can go with it. Filling up that body with oxygen as you plant it, opening up every cell, oxygenating the body, really solidifying it, holding it, being one with the pose, feeling all those muscles working so hard to hold you in place. Okay? Thank you for watching my video on high cat to plank. Om Shanti Healing. And namaste. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube video if you like this one, so you can catch on to all the rest of them to come, and also see the ones in the past that I have created. Lots of good stuff there. Thank you very much for watching. Take care.